Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This one is a little bit different because I got a slightly different setup. I'm also recording video on my phone, so I might be able to give you a couple of different options on angles to see what's going on. I'm just putting on my gloves. This is a very similar video to last week's video where it's an open cup basically, and it's going across a black background. The difference being in this instance that I'm going to do something using almost all metallic paints. I'm interested to see how that will turn out. I have, I'll just quickly run through the colours. So I have a bronze, I have copper, I have gold, I have silver, I have a metallic red, and I have one other colour which I've made up. It's a combination of permanent rose or rosé and lemon yellow, which I have diluted and mixed together to get this colour here. It's lovely. And if I can show you the consistency again that I'm using is just like that, where it'll run off the stick but not too quick. There's silicone in two colours. It's in the silver and it's in the combination colour that I just made up. Okay, so I've put about, I think I put 7 drops into each of these little tubs. Okay, and that's what's hopefully going to create some nice cells. I'm going with a bigger cookie cutter this week because I'd like to cover the whole board this time and see how that works out. I better move my straw if I want to use it, or it'll be covered in paint. That's it. So let's get a start. Let's not dither around here. I want to see what's going to happen. So I've got my black paint ready to go as always because I have it pre-mixed, and it is literally just the lovely consistency for this type of background. So let's do it. And if I don't have enough in this tub, I have another tub prepared. So it will be all efficiency today, hopefully. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this goes, because I haven't had all these metallics before, so it's my first time using copper and bronze, for example. So I'm excited to see. Okay, this is almost done. Okay, now I'm just going to spread that out a little bit. Much like you see me do every week. I hope everyone's having a really, really fun weekend. Make the most of it. It might still be winter, but you know, I've got my eyes on spring, if you know what I mean. I'm already looking forward, not looking back. Okay, there we go. So that's spread out nicely. I'm just going to scoop a couple of those drips, and if I've got enough, I'll just run my fingers, same as always, around the back, the edges I mean. Just to get a nice coating on the edge, so that if the paint does travel, that oh, this is awkward, isn't it? I'm making this look really awkward. Okay, let me just do that way. Okay. I'm just trying not to waste the paint. I'm trying to use what I've got there. So let me just touch it. There we go. Lovely. And today I didn't miss any bits. Hooray! Oh, I did. Always do. There's a bit. Okay, I'm back. I can just see a couple of air bubbles, which I'm just going to pop. Not too much now, I have to say. Happy enough. It seems to really help if you prepare your base layers in advance and just leave them to settle. The air bubbles just come out on their own. This is like last time. It's just lovely and smooth. Okay, so I'm not going to drag this out or anything like that. I want to see how it's going to go. So I'm going to put this straight down here. And now I just have to have a quick think about the order of the colours. So what I'm going to start with is my metallic red, I think, today. So I'm just going to take the sticks out because I should be done with them. And I'm just going to pour a nice layer, just a nice little layer of my metallic red. Just like that. Okay, and I've kept enough for one more layer if I need it. Okay, I'm going to go with silver, I think. Decent amount, because this is where the cells are supposed to come from. Again, I'm just going to try to use about half of it, because I'm hoping I'll be able to do another layer. I'll do the copper. I think this is the copper. It is the copper. It's lovely, actually. Okay, and I'm going to keep again. I'm going to try to keep some. And I'm going to go for my gold. Nice quantity there, again keeping a bit. And then my bronze. No, actually, do you know what? I'll go with my combination colour, the one I made up. Next. This is the rose and the lemon yellow mixed together. And again, I'm going to do a decent quantity of this. I was a bit concerned that if I just used only the metallics that there wouldn't have been enough there to make it pop. So this is the bronze. That it would just be a really dark picture. So that's why I made up the colour that I did. So we've got the bronze. And then I'm going straight back to my metallic red. And now I'm not going to go full layers. I can see it starting to push out at the bottom. So then I'm going to go trying to remember the sequence, silver. It's not critical, but it just for consistency. Silver. Then I'm going to go, let's see, what will I go next? I will go with copper, I think. The copper is lovely. I'm just going to mix up the sequence a little bit. Bit of copper, bit of gold. I have a hairdryer on standby in case I need it. Ready to go. Okay, a little bit more gold. There we go. A little bit of the bronze. No, wait, I'm going to do my combination colour. And then I'm going to go bronze to finish, I think. Okay, now this is a lot of paint this time, so it could splodge all over the place, but I want to get a full coverage this time, so that's what I'm trying to do. So here we go. Very excited, nice and steady. I'm going to try to travel. It's beautiful colours. If I can just maintain the pressure I'm using, that would be brilliant. Okay, now let's see what we can do. To touch a couple of spots with the hairdryer. Just that much. Now, let's get the heat gone and immediately take all the air bubbles out, because I can see it's quite a few, and see if we get some activation on some of those cells. We've got lovely cells already, but just to see if this causes anything else to happen. It is beautiful. The colours, the metallics are so cool. Adding that metallic red really that I came across really makes it pop, I think. Beautiful. I'm just going to move through one more pass, and then I'm going to just, if I'm going to do any adjustments, that's the time I'll do them. Okay, so I know there was quite a lot of air bubbles in the paints as I mixed them. I could see them. So now it doesn't need much. It doesn't need much at all. So I'm not going to do much with it. But I'm just going to nudge it a little bit. I'd like that black strip, if I'm going to keep it, I'd like it to be centered. And maybe just stretched out a little bit. Look at this. I love the... I'll go closer on that section in a moment. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Okay, so I have to be a little bit careful because there isn't enough black paint for it to travel super freely. So I'm not going to move it much at all. I can see that that would ruin it, so I'm going to stop. Particularly here, it's starting to bulk. It was starting to bulk, so I had to back off. I didn't want to overlap the paint. So I'm going to hold it there, and I'm going to have another look. Wow, I think I'm after learning the restraint at just the right time. I'm going to do another pass with the heat gun, and what I'm trying to do is just to activate a little bit more, and if you get cells inside the cells, that'll be kind of cool. This section here hasn't really come up the same way this has for some reason. I don't really know, but we'll. There's no harm in it being a little bit different. You get a bit of variety in the painting, which is cool. I'm just going to hit it with the heat gun, like I said, not too much. And if I get a few little extra ones popping out, that's kind of awesome. But that's fine if I don't. Okay, I'm happy. Now, what will I do the close-up with? I'll do it with the phone, I think. So let me just make sure I don't have paint on my hands before I'll get my gloves off, actually, that's the best thing. Okay. Just unclip this just a second. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at, and I think it looks great. The metallics are so cool. I'm going to bring you in from the corner, my least favorite corner, but it's fine. It has, I think it's going to become, as it dries, it's going to become much more obvious. But there's some lovely gold lacing in that light color. So here we go. You might be able to see it. See it? It's kind of cool. I think that will pop a little bit more as the painting dries. Okay. Isn't that cool? And it was so simple to do. So the paint mixture is 1 part paint, 1 part Floetrol, and approximately 1 part water. And I say approximately because I use a couple of different types of paint, and I literally add water until I get the same consistency. Look at those boulders, they are stunning. I add water until I get the same consistency throughout all the paints, and then I go to work. Like I said, there was 7 drops of silicone, I think it was, in 2 of those colours, and it's whichever 2 you want to create the lacing, really, that you do it in. At least that's how I find it works. And I was going to pull it back here a little bit so you can see the whole thing. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, that's great. And again, you can take it from any angle you want to be up, can be up. You can... My daughter's lunch bag is there. Okay, that's today's video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. If you've learned anything, if you want to try this, and let me know how you get on. I'll be very curious to see. So by all means, come back to me, talk to me in the comment section. I'm very interested to see what you guys think of the paintings. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.